Hey, that's pretty good.
Ninjago itself has a look and feel of old-school Eastern cultures while at the same time merging with modern-day technology and situations. This mix of dynamics makes for a very interesting way of storytelling, but what does it have to do with the video? Well, placing temples in a modern-day setting is again an interesting decision, and we've seen lots of them throughout the series, so clearly it must be working. The temples play a huge role in the story whether they're used as a base of operations or simply a place of refuge for our favorite ninja. We've seen a small handful of temples throughout the series, and today I thought it'd be a fun idea to count down the top 5 temples of Ninjago. Keep in mind that this list is strictly my opinion and should not be taken as fact. Also, the temples on this list will be ranked as how they are portrayed in the show, and not exactly what the sets look like. With that being said, let's get into the list. Now, the monastery doesn't have the official title of a temple, but come on, just look at it, it's a temple. But just in case, it's down here at number 5. The monastery definitely has some history in the Ninjago timeline as it served as the home for the first Jitsu master and his two sons, Wu and Garmadon. Wu would later use it to train Moro and our favorite ninja once they were recruited. It then would serve as their initial training grounds and home for the dragons. It was here that the ninja first discovered that their golden weapons held something more, and they began to discover what that true power was. The ninja's first home in the series didn't really have a long lifespan during the show's current timeline as it was burned down by the Hypnobrai, but because of its history and its function, it makes it onto this list at number 5. This temple was hidden deep within a volcano in the Forest of Tranquility, and it originally held the dragon sword of fire that was guarded by Flame, the fire dragon. Kai originally traveled here to rescue his sister Nia from the clutches of Lord Garmadon, and when Kai couldn't take him on by himself, Sensei Wu showed up to give him a hand. After the battle, it would be a few episodes until we saw the fire temple again, but when we did, we learned that it held the third serpentine fang blade. During that battle for the fang blade, Kai unlocked his true potential to save Lloyd from an erupting volcano, and the fire temple was presumably destroyed. This temple really doesn't have much significant value to the story other than housing the golden weapon and the fang blade, and it's not like anybody lived there, but regardless of that, the Temple of Light takes the number 4 spot on this list. This is another temple that has some history in the timeline of Ninjago. It was used as a stronghold for the Overlord and the Stone Army while battling the first Spinjitzu Master. As a direct response to this, the temple can activate a shield to eliminate the effects of golden power. This was made effective even after the final battle because when the Overlord returned to New Ninjago City, the roles were reversed. The ninja took shelter here when battling the Ninjaroids and the Overlord and actually used the shield and the stone armor to their own advantage. The actual location of the temple itself is in New Ninjago City, and that does seem a little bit odd. You know, an old and classic looking temple in the middle of a technologically advanced city doesn't really seem like the most logical thing. The Temple of Fortitude is still around, I think, so the ninja could still use it as a training center for students or an actual base if they still need to. However, this still remains to be seen. The Temple of Air Jitsu is a beautiful temple comprised of one main center structure and 2 additional structures on either side. Its history, though, is far less beautiful and is actually more sinister. Sensei Yang used this temple to, teach Air Jitsu to his students. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but then he proceeded to take the students captive and turn them into ghosts. The ninja traveled here to learn Air Jitsu as well and managed to escape with only Cole acting as a casualty. After Season 5, Nadakon used it for his mock Jinjago reincarnation, and after J Reverse Time, it remained in the sky as one of the few things that was left unchanged. During Day of the Departed, Cole battled Yang at the temple, and later the ninja made it their new base. Who knows how long that will last, but for the time being, the ninja are now headquartered here at the Temple of Air Jitsu, and in my opinion, they couldn't have picked a better place. I love the Air Jitsu temple, but I couldn't really put it in the number 1 spot. Possibly the most ancient temple in all of Ninjago is the Temple of Light. Located on the Dark Island, this temple served as the place in which all power can be unlocked. The ninja traveled here to unlock their elemental power via the elemental blades and pretty much gear up for the final battle. It is here that when the green ninja strikes the instrument at peace, he will gain a portion of his grandfather's true power and provide some of that power to the ninja as well. The elemental kimonos were given to the ninja here along with the previously mentioned elemental blades. This place is simply the definition of destiny, and the temple itself even has more secrets than what's on the surface. When all 4 elemental blades are placed back into their respective slots in the temple, the golden mech can be unlocked. I've already talked about the golden mech in previous videos, but it definitely adds to the mystical feel that this temple gives off. The Temple of Light is one of the most legendary locations in Ninjago and, in my opinion, is the best temple of them all. So that was my list of the top 5 Ninjago temples. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to give this video a thumbs up rating and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out quite a bit. Feel free to leave your own list down below in the comment section, and when you're down there, leave your video suggestions as well for a chance to have your idea featured as an actual video sometime later on. Once again, thanks a lot for watching, guys. My name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.